Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Revopoint video. Happy to have you here with us today. So what we want to do today is we're going to be showcasing the new POP4. We've made several videos already. We had the live stream a couple weeks ago. Hopefully you caught that. If not, you can go check it out on YouTube as well. But what I want to focus on today is the blue laser 30 cross line. So we got this nice metallic shiny piece that we're going to scan here and just show you the results. And actually we're going to merge it because within the new Revo 6 software, the merging page is a little bit different than previously. Honestly, it's all different with Revo 6 compared to previously. So give you a view of the new software so you can become more familiar with it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and click New Scan. And this time we are going with marker scan, laser line. If you use the previous Revo software, Revopoint software, as you can tell, it's ultimately the same, just kind of different format, but improved, of course. Go up here, let's go and select for the object type. This is not normal. Let's do a metallic shiny piece. See how the exposure is looking. And turn it up a little bit. So some things you see a little different. Now the distance bar, it's on the left. A little bit different coloring system within, but pretty much all the same features. Very user-friendly. You won't have a hard time getting used to the new Revo 6 software at all. But this, again, is 30 cross lines with the POP4. We're doing metallic shiny right now. Doing a great job. We've made some other videos recently using VCSEL with POP4, the full field structure light, hybrid version which combines the two. But in this one we are showcasing the 30 cross lines. So POP4 honestly really has a lot going on within it for one scanner. I put some of our marker balls, pyramids, bar from the marker kit on the table just to help with tracking. And I have the piece elevated, which will be easier for editing later when I split it in half so that we can merge more cleanly. That's always a good idea if you have a relatively thinner piece and you want to be merging it once I scan the bottom part. It's good to elevate it some. So our marker kit set is really nice, especially with these pyramids because they come to a point like that, so it makes it easy for a lot of pieces, mechanical pieces like this that already have some of these holes in them, to elevate it. As you probably noticed, haven't had really any issues with the tracking. Haven't lost tracking yet. If it does for a second, it gets right back to where it should be. Piece like this, you especially want to get good data capturing on the edges because that's where it's going to be merging in the software. If you have some areas missing there, not good point cloud coverage, could affect merging it. So I'm spending a little more time. It's easy, obviously, to get the surface. That's already pretty solid. But these edges, You want to take some time and get some good data there. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and complete it. So here now, with the previous Revo Scan software, you would, just like this, when I click the bottom, it opens up and you can adjust the point cloud distancing. Or now, which is a little different, if I just click the top here, it'll automatically do it to whatever you set the previous one at. It's kind of almost like a one-click editing at the top. You can do that with all the editing functions, isolation, all the way to meshing. But I still want to turn this down a little bit, and this is a little different. When you click on it, see how you can just go ahead like that instead of clicking the arrows one by one. Let's set it at 0.30 and apply. And in the meantime, I'll flip this over for doing the other scan. Ooh. Okay, so looking pretty good. So before we go and isolate that, let's go and cut this part off. So this is where it comes in handy, that the fact that I had it up on those pyramids. Down here, all the selector tools, slice through here, invert selection, go ahead and delete that. Click the orbit thing again so you can rotate it around. And now let's go ahead and hit isolation. Pretty nice, clean it up pretty good. So now we just need to go ahead and start the other side. So you see this right here, there's a little plus. Start a new scan with that. And again, it's going to be marker, laser, 30 cross lines. Because we don't want to fuse it yet. We need to make sure that we take two items that have just been, we fused it. We don't want to mesh it yet. So take the two meshed ones and just make sure that the distance is at the same. So it's still 0.30, but changes over to metallic shiny. Go ahead and get started. And again, if there's any issues with this, like obviously Pop 4 is still on Kickstarter, and Revo 6 has not been released yet. So if there's few little kinks going on in the video today, you don't have to worry about it. By the time it's in your hands, that'll all be worked out. But it's all in all still working really good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and complete it. And fuse this side up, and then we can go ahead and merge. So again, as what I was saying, just make sure you fuse it at the same point cloud distance as you previously did the top of this item. So let's adjust that to 30. Apply. So same thing again. Let's go and slice off this surface of the table. Clip it with the selector tool. Invert that. The part that you want deleted always turns red. Try isolating it now. Okay, pretty good. So now all you have to do then, because we're going to be doing the meshing on the finished merged product. So let's just go over to here, right here, merge align. Okay, so then as you can see, it's a little bit different than previously when we merge items on the previous Revo Scan softwares. We have all the pieces that we've edited and processed here all lined up, but the ones we just did in this video are at the top. So go ahead and select them, confirm. And this interface is a little bit different as well. So then you go ahead and select these again, and you can preview them. So there they are. Now we have it, you can do manual alignment or feature alignment, just like before. Let's try and see if it can successfully merge the two, the top and the bottom, using feature alignment, because there are definitely a lot of features on this piece that we just scanned. So let's go ahead and preview the alignment. Let's see if it can pull it off or not. Great, it did. So then it's just a matter of, we don't need to worry about doing manual alignment. Just go up here and generate model. And you can see the big differences between the previous merging is, it used to be the top would be up here, the bottom piece that you scanned is here, and the result would be separated on the right side. So it's all just one screen right now. Pretty nice. So generate model. Excellent. Now just go back to, since it's already been generated, you see It's up right there. Exit merge alignment. We can go back to file, and I'll just select it, and we can proceed into editing. So it hasn't been meshed yet. Remember, we just only fused the top and the bottom. So let's go ahead and mesh this. And there we have it, everybody. Look at that result. That is a beauty. Let's rotate it around the letters here, the serial number, really good detail. The texture on the surface looks excellent. All with the Pop 4. 30 cross lines, blue laser mode. So there you have it, guys. Fun making this video with you. If you have any questions, please let us know, put it in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.